Welcome to Cat Mama Tarot. This is a collective reading for Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. We start the reading with playfulness and purity. And immediately what came to mind here was kind of embodying that child within, right? When you think about children, young children, they have pure minds, right? That aren't tarnished with all of the crap that gets into our mind over time as we become adults, right? We have this pure mind as young children that allows us to just play and approach life from a sense of playfulness, right? So that is what you are being encouraged to do today, is to really try to embody that inner child that is pure of mind and playful, right? And approach your day with a sense of playfulness and don't allow any kinds of impure thoughts. And when I say impure thoughts, I'm talking about old programming, negative thoughts, fearful thoughts, limiting belief, any kinds of thoughts that get in your way and create some kind of resistance, create like obstacles in your mind or make things harder, things like that. At the bottom of the tarot deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is our theme for the day, and it's right in keeping with the weekly reading. If you haven't watched that, I'll include a link to that at the end of this, which was all about transformation, a time of transformation and change. And I mean, we're all going through a lot of change right now. At least most of us are. And if you're watching this, you probably are. And the Two of Pentacles is really about managing that change with balance, right? Playing with the energy, closing out the old as you're bringing in the new, right? And kind of juggling the two from a balanced state. The first tarot card I drew here was the Six of Cups. And I love this because it's exactly what I'm talking about with the two oracle cards, with the purity and the playfulness. When I pull the Six of Cups, it always makes me think of the inner child, our inner child. And it can be a message to tend to your inner child, right? If there are kind of if there's wounding coming up or coming into play. But in this case, I think it's more about embodying that child within you, right? Embodying the child that is pure of mind and that is playful and approaches life as play, right? With their imagination, with joy, trying to have fun, and just tap into that child within you. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the major arcana card that really speaks to change and the constant state of change, the fact that change is inevitable, that the wheel is always turning. And by getting into that child, I don't want childish almost sounds pejorative, but it's like, by getting into that inner child, getting playful, embodying somebody who sees opportunities for playfulness and joy and fun and imagination, it's going to help you ride the wheel, right? And turn the wheel in your favor. When we get into those, what I'm calling impure thoughts, and I don't mean that in kind of a religious or Puritan way. It's more, right, the thoughts that kind of limit us and get in our way. When we get into a state of mind where there's less of that, right, or none of that, even ideally, um, it enables us to accept what's happening and ride that wheel, have fun with that wheel. This card was making me think of a playground. What do you call it? Like, I can't remember what you call. Like, it was a thing on a playground when I was growing up, where it was like this wooden barrel, essentially, like on its side, but this large barrel, and you would run. Everybody inside the barrel would run, and the barrel would spin. And if you went with it, right, went with the flow of things, it was really fun, right? But if you got scared or you resisted, or, you didn't kind of go with the flow, then you were likely to fall down and maybe even hurt yourself. So you're really being encouraged to ride that wheel, have some fun, approach things with a playful attitude, with a playful approach as you're navigating change, as we are all kind of navigating big changes around us. We also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is reminding you to reflect on everything that you've accomplished, everything that you've achieved, all the challenges that you've been through in the past, that you've made it through, right, successfully, all of the gains that you've made in life, and take time out to really give yourself credit where credit is due. And that also will help you realize that any challenges that you're facing, you've faced challenges before, and you've made it through, right? You've made it to where you are today. So it's really important to recognize and acknowledge how far you've come and where you are and what you've been through, in the sense of how you've gotten through things, right? Not focusing on the trials and tribulations, but how you've succeeded in life. And by doing so, it enables you to trust that you will be able to have what you want in life. The star. The star is about keeping your focus on that North Star, on what it is that you want, on your hopes and your dreams, and trusting that they are possible, that you can get there, you can achieve them, right? So, in sum, as you navigate this time of change, really try to, again, yesterday for the weekly reading, we were talking a lot about creating that space, that, meditating to create that quiet space away from all the noise, quieting down the noise of your mind, right? When it's getting in your way, or any kinds of thoughts that are getting in your way, and allowing yourself to play, to have some fun, to embody your inner child, to really tap into the imagination of your inner child. What are your dreams? What is it that you want for yourself? Acknowledge and recognize how far you have come, and ride that wheel and have fun. Have fun riding that wheel, because that is what's going to help you navigate this change and this time in a way that is going to help you actually do so with more ease, more grace, more joy, more fun. All right. That is what I have for you. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. I hope this was helpful, and sending you lots of love. Take good care of yourself. Have some fun today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.